Litshilo igwijo lisitsho nje lisazawutsho kuba kaloku sahleli nani. Ngoku ke singena kwiyure yethu yesibini sendaba kwaye sisayitshaya le mbizi saqhuma.
Asibheke ke ehamba phambili kuleli hora. I-Truckers Association of South Africa isola ukuthi kunomkhankaso wokuthikameza ukusebenza komnotho malungana neziwombe zokuthungelwa ngomlilo kwamaloli kuleli.
Umboni kayihlanjwa uyakhala ukuba zenza pains wesa phezulu ngalweni. Ibhlungu lanto leya lamntana every morning kayihlanjwa uyakhala lamntana.
Lufuna umlungisa usapho lomntwana oyinkwenkwana nekukrokrelwa ukuba utshiswe ngamanzi ashushu ngowasetyhini. Sanibonani molweni uNtunja lo bathi siqhaga somfazi ijeyitshele kaNtunja avila ivula ngabantu ivula zinkonjane ubukele ekhaya jikelele kwi-DTT SABC kuyatholakala umculo ama-poetry ezamabhizinisi uzongaphuthela bathi ijele kaNtunja mbini halivulwa ngabantu kuphi ekhaya jikelele. Umongameli uCyril Ramaphosa uthi akukho cebo lokugxotha usekela mongameli uPaul Mashatile oku emva kwengxelo ezibalulwe ngusekela mongameli ngalombandela.
Umongameli uCyril Ramaphosa uzihlabile izitsholo zobhukuqo lukasekela mongameli uPaul Mashatile esithi abukho ubunyaniso kwaphela kwezi zihloko zenza inhlokomo.
I had a discussion with the Deputy President and I said, but what is this? And we are going to have another discussion because, and I immediately said to him, I appointed you and I'm the only person who can de-appoint you. And there is just no thought, no plan, no inkling whatsoever that something like that could be in the works.
Ramaphosa ebekuyingxoxo namajelo endaba emva komhlangano wekomiti ye-ANC Jikelele yakulempela veki eBoksburg. Ikomiti ye-ANC ishukuxe imiba ebalekayo eqhoka eli equka kodwa engaphelelanga kule ucimicimi ungeno lwemida yeli ngokungekho mthethweni iyanhlukwano ngokumayela nenqule eqhukwe zamandla. Ramaphosa uthe ikomiti ye-ANC ikhuthazekile inqubekela.
The NEC was rather encouraged to see that the electricity availability factor is continuing to rise and is hovering around 60%, with the incidence of load shedding having been reduced from around 6 now, stage 6 rather, hovering around stage 3.
Kumngeni woqebu lokuvalela umongameli waseRussia uVladimir Putin ludluliswa yi-IEC nengqongqothela ye-BRICS. Umongameli uRamaphosa uthe lo mhlangano awuzokubanjwa ngobuxhakaxhaka banamhla.
Iningizimu Afrika ibophezele ukuqinisekisa ukuthi umphakathi wasemakhaya uyazuza ebudlelwaneni bamazwe eBRICS. Lokho kusho iphini likangqongqoshe ezobudlelwane namazwe omhlaba uKenneth Mashego Dlamini ngesikhathi ehola abamela amazwe eBRICS eThohoyandou eLimpopo.
Ukuqhakaza kwendawo yesithili saseVembe kuqaqambe ngokugqibeleleyo. Le ndawo ivame ukubizwa njengengqaka yokutya yelizwe nanjengoko ityebile ukuvelisa izityalo. Inxalenye yamabhongo ngale ndawo bubumbethembethe bayo obuthi butsale abakhenkethi. Isebe lezobudlelwane nobambiswano lwamazwe jikelele lithi bamaxhapheshu nezicwangciso zokuqinisekisa ukuba uqoqosho lwasezilalini luyaxhamla kwimbumba yamazwe BRICS.
I brought a number of ambassadors here to come and see for themselves where their business people can have interest, also partner with the people of Vembe.
Eliphulo lamkelwe ngezandla ezishushu ngamashishini asekuhlaleni.
We were having a challenge of materials with the issue of price because we were buying locally, but then I believe from now we will be able to source the materials from China.
We are partnered with a Russian company on our streaming platform, so this is already giving us fruitful things.
Amanye amagosa athi abatyali imali abathile kumazwe wabo sele bobonakalise inhliziyo ezimhlophe ekutyaleni imali kule ngingqi. Kunjalo baqonondise isigqibo seBRICS sokuzijula ijacu ekwenzeni liqilima ezoqoqosho ngophuhliso jikelele.
Within BRICS, we promote peace, development, and progress for the people.
Lembonakaliso yale ndawo izawuse kushiyeke iveki ezimbalwa ukuya kwingqungquthela equlunqiweyo yeBRICS ngo-August neza kubanjelwa eRhawutini.
Ugcine uvule umgwaqo emzileni onguthela wayeka u-N3 phakathi kwe-Van Rieenen Pass ne-Escort KwaZulu-Natal kulandela ukuthungelwa ngomlilo kwamaloli kulomzila. Umengameli we-Truckers Association of SA uMary Phadi uthi kunesandla sinoboya malungana nokungqongqoswa komlilo kwamaloli ku-N3.
We are just speculating now, and we are thinking that who could be the people that have done this. And we are aware that this thing has been happening from time to time, where we get to be surprised by the trucks being burned early hours of the morning. And this matter, it is obvious that somebody is concerned about the issues that has to do with the freight industry. So we are thinking that it's the people that knows us very well, and it's the people that are on a campaign to destabilize the economy through the trucking industry.
I am concerned about these activities that take place that have a negative impact on our economy, and it's almost like economic sabotage, because burning 6 trucks on the main artery of our country in terms of the economy is concerning. The intelligence agencies are going to be giving me a report on that, so we will be getting that shortly, and of course the police themselves will be taking steps to make sure that we forestall whatever follow-up activity that those who are behind this may well be planning. But we are going to ensure that we go after those people who torched those trucks, because it's not acceptable.
Umbutho we-ANC uthi usungule inkqubo yokuqinisekisa ukuqeqeshwa koosodolophu noomanejala bamasipala ukuze kunqandwe ukusetyenziswa kakubi kohlahlo lwabiwo-mali lomasipala, nto leyo ichaphazela ukuhanjiswa kweenkonzo. Ikomiti elawulayo ye-ANC ithi kulo nyaka-mali uphelileyo oomasipala bachithe imali ephantse ifikelela kwibhiliyoni enye yeerandi. Ilungu le-NEC ye-ANC uThembi Nkadimeng uyanaba.
Well, we're not investing it as the ANC. We've already started. You will recall that prior the election of 2021, the ANC is the only political party which came out with the requirements for party requirements for mayors. It held interviews. It started a barometer. So we actually even knew the qualification levels of our mayors. And immediately we put them through our education system, which one look into political imperatives of the ANC, but also secondly look into development of all municipalities with the leadership of what we have as ANC mayors. Now we are currently have placed over 103 experts in municipalities to assist the training of mayors, to assist the training of administrators, but also to assist with the acceleration of service delivery. We're even undergoing assessments on what are the areas that we need to improve on for our municipalities in the leadership being mayors already. So it's not something that we are envisaging, we have already undertaken, and we're today in the NEC giving an update of how far we have gone. And of course, the NEC has emphasized the ensuring that we cover the areas with regard to alignment and synergizing the plans of government, and not only train mayors, but also train everybody who is within the administration and not only municipal managers.
Sithanda ke ukuxwayisa umbukeli osheshayo ukuzwela malungana nodaba olulandelayo. Ufuna ubulungiswa umndeni wengane ebhunyelwe ngamanzi abilayo eKapa eEastern Cape.
Esisehlo senzeke kunyanga ipheleyo, kodwa umkhanelwa yena unqakulwe kwinsuku nje ezimbalwa ezidlulileyo. Uselekethe muku nasenkundleni ngesiselegu. Usapho lwalemveku lithi eyona nto yakubaxolisa kukuba umthetho obulungiswa uthabathe indima yawo. Esisenzo sikwabashiye bexhwalekile emphefumlweni.
Hayi umuntu thina into endikholelwa kuyo but umuntu xa yenze into erongo kumele ajeziswe ngesenzo sakhe. Okay, ukuba kwakungelelo hlobo lokuba yena wayengazange enze ngolahlobo kwakumele masabuya azoxolisa kuthi hayi ibi mistake hayi kwenze kanje. Xa ethi sekephinde yobuzwa futhi uphendula indlela engeyiyo uyathuka endaweni yalonto. So sabona sidelelekile sicakelwe phansi ikukuhasanda. Sakhubeka ke kwaba buhlungu azange sive kamnandi.
Uluntu lwasezone 17 lishike ngasemva liligcwabevu ngumsindo emveni koku.
Mna mntu ngumakhelwane wakhe every morning xa ihlanjwa uyakhala ukuba zenza pains wesa apha ezingalweni. Ibhlungu lanto leya la mntana ka every morning xa ihlanjwa uyakhala la mntana. Akazange akhala la mntana ka ihlanjwa. La mntana uzawukhula like isikhathi sokutsha sipheli asipheli. Uzawukhulene engumntana mncinci la mntana. Mncinci kakhulu mina ndikhathazeke nyani but angifuni uxoxa.
Elityala lihlehliselwe iveki ezayo ze kufunyanwe inkcukacha malunga nesicelo sebheyile. Umakhaluza ushiyeka inkolongoloze eseleni ezibandayo kungokunjenana. Abahlali babongoza kwabasemagunyeni ngelithi makalelwe ibheyile umkhanelwa lona. Njengomlamli Maneli kwindaba ze-SABC eKapa.
Usapho lwaseLimpopo luthi alusenathemba lokuba amapolisa azakude amnqakule umbulali wentombi yalo uLerato Mamabulo ushiyiswelekile ecaleni kwendlela emva kokuba egqityelwe ukubona ekunye nancumisana naye nokwanguyiswa abantwana bakhe ngempelaveki egqithileyo. Lo wasetyhini uneminyaka engama-34 ophuma eMuteti ngaseGroblersdal. Kukholelwa ukuba ubethwe kanobom ngulowo ancumisana naye. Uye wanganyelwa ke ngamanxeba wasweleka kwisibhedlele sasePhiladelphia. Ukanti indoda ekholelwa ukuba yiyo embuleleyo isahamba ngokukhulelekileyo ezitalatweni.
Usapho lakwaMamabolo eMuteti eDennilton lusothukile indlela emasikize esweleke ngayo intombi yalo. Umzimba kaLerato Mamabolo ufunyenwe ngasendleleni ngabantu abagqithayo. Uye wabalekiselwe esibhedlele nalapho eye wonganyelwa ngamanxeba wakhe khona. Ukusweleka kwakhe kothuse uninzi kule ngingqi. Usapho lutyholuyise wabantwana bakhe ngesisenzo nosabonwe hlenyuka ezitalatweni ngokukhululekileyo. Batyhola ngelithi amapolisa aseDennilton aphanzile ukubamba umkhanelwa nangona kuvulwe ityala. Usapho luthi umkhanelwa ufaka ityuwa enxebeni nanjengoko ethe gqolo egqitha ngakwikhaya lolu sapho.
Kubonakala ngathi ebemkhaba ebenawo namanxeba entloko. Washiywa endlini akaqali kumbetha. Sisothukile silusapho kuba umntu usweleka njani engagulanga.
Umama wexhoba uthi ufuna kwenziwe ubulungisa kwintombi yakhe kubanjwe umenzi wobubi.
Asidanisile kakhulu amapolisa kuba nangoku akukabanjwa mntu. Ndifuna abanjwe umkhanelwa ayokuphoswa kwisimnyama esisele kulahlwe nezitshixo.
Kungoku nje olusapho luthi xa amapolisa engade athathe amanyathelo ngelityala luza kuthatha uxanduva lokufumana umkhanelwa ngokwalo.
Unyana wam owafowunele amapolisa ngecawa emva kokuba ebonwe esehlika emotweni. Amapolisa athe makajonge ukuba uhlala phi ibe ngona afonela amapolisa. Lento isothusile silusapho kuba ngoku siyazibuza ukuba sijike sangamapolisa na. Lento kufuneka elandelwe sithi umrhanelwa. Siwafonele ke kodwa emva kokubona kwakhona ukuba uhlala phi kodwa khange kubanjwe umnxeba.
Ukanti amapolisa kweliphondo laseLimpopo atyetyum ngalomba nangona eceliwe ukuba aphefumle.
Sithanda ukuxwayisa labo ke abasheshayo ukuzwela ngalesi sihloko. Isigameko sokubulawa kwasebekhulile baseqoboqobe Eastern Cape sishiya umphakathi ubambe ongezansi. Laba ababili bashaywe baze bashona kanti kusola umzukulu wabo oneminyaka engu-28 ubudala. Lesi sigameko senzeke phambi komunye umzukulu obelele nogogo wakhe. Intatheli ke yakwa SABC uLubabalo Dada uyenaba.
Usapho lwakwaNqayi kwilali yaseChatha kuqoboqobo luzilile emveni kokuba amalungu amabini osapho lwayo ethe abulawa kule mpelaveki. Tsholwa ngelithi elixhego ke kunye ke nelixhegokazi abulewe ngumzukulwana wawo nothe ke wawaxhaxha apha ke kule ndlu sihleli kuwo. Esi sehlo ke sothuse kakhulu abantu bale ndawo. Kungoku nje ndinalo ke ulungu losapho ngizathu ke lusichazele ngokuthe kwenzeka. Mama masibolele kakhulu ngexesha lakho. Ndiyaqonda into yoba kusenzima kakhulu kuni uyamkela le meko.
Inkosi tata. Ewe kusebuhlungu kakhulu. Sexhalekile silusapho lwakaNqayi. Emveni kwesithwakumbe esimbi esinje sokuthi sibulawelwe abazali bethu kumzukulwana katatomkhulu katata nomama. Sixhalekile umbono ubumbi yonke lento yenzeke apha kule ndlu sihlele kuyo. Safika kungulo mbono indlu idada igazi belele kulolo gazi lenjalo. Sixhalekile kakhulu kuba bingabantu bingabazali ebekuxhonywe kubo apha ekhaya ingabo abazi-main breadwinners apha ekhayeni. Mna njengentombi yabo endala akukho mntu uphangelayo apha esigxina.
Siphinde sinamtyele kwakhona sibulise nakwabo basandula ukungena ukanti ke masiphinde silume kwinqaku lethu elihamba phambili kule yure. Kanti ke usapho lenkwenkwane yakwaLanga eKapa ekukrokrelwa ukuba itshiswe ngamanzi ashushu ngwasetyhini ohlala ekuhlaleni lumemelela ukuba kwenziwe ubulungiswa. Kutyholwa ngokuba uAsanda Makaluza utshise ngamanzi ashushu lenkwenkwane neminyaka emine ngethuba idlala nabahlobo bayo ngakokwabo. Kungoku nje lo mntwana utshebusweni nasemzimbeni.
Umdlali we-Mixed Martial Arts uDricus Du Plessis udle umhlanganiso izolo esigabeni se-World Allied Las Vegas eNevada. Ukunqoba kwakhe kulandelwe yiwombe ezingenzi inhle ngesikhathi u-Israel Adesanya wase-New Zealand ekhombisa ukumcwasa ngokubuhlanga.
Sekusele isithuba esingaphansi kwenyanga ukuba itumente yebhola yomnyazi singathe sisixeko saseKapa ngoku sijongeke kumalungiselelo eqela lalapha ekhaya ukanti ke sawuqhagamshelana kuZoom naye uSenzo S oyintatheli yamava yezemidlalo kwalapha eSABC. Masikubulise Senzo sikwamkele enkqubeni iEkhaya Jikelele.
Sathe nasi isikhathi nami ubingelele kubo konke babukele ngibonga kakhulu isikhathi.
Sibolele nathi ingaba mhlambe kumaxa epha amalungiselelo weqela lethu lebhola yomnyazi iSpar Proteas.
So far malungiselelo alo qembu lesivele emaProteas ngicabanga usahamba kahle kakhulu babe nesikhathi lesanele sokuthi balungiselele abazange baba netinkinga mhlambe kufika kule countdown lesesikuwe njengoba namhlanje ngaphosisi kusele only 18 days ngemva kokuthi suke ehlale lapha eCape Town kuyo iNetball World Cup 2023 lokuyaba nje ukucala ngicela ukuthi ibanjele la emhlabeni waseAfrika longilenye into lemnanzi kakhulu siye sabona nakufika yona le tour yayo yale cup ukuthi ilethe ishisakele motivate ikhuthatha abantwana laba sisebasha ukuthi nabo kupossible ukuthi bangabadihla abantu akusasa kweNetball. So far preparations ahamba kahle kakhulu kanti futhi kuyabona ukuthi sesibambe idirection efanele eseningizimu Afrika ngoba leli viki leliphelile last week lasibuya khona limenyetelo ke licembu lebadlali abalishumi nesihlanu labamba bomelela eningizimu Afrika nakhona akuzange kwaba malula ukuthi bamemetele labo badlali ngoba sibonile ukuthi idepth yabadlali sukela nje badlala yona Telkom League badlali sebakhona kakhulu iphuli yabadlali season after season yakhula.
Nayo uyayidonsa xa uthi 18 days sesiselwe nje yi17 qha la one day naye unento ayenzayo kuyaphawuleka into yokuba uMzantsi Afrika awukazi uyiphumelele le tumente into ethi ke siqopha umlando ngenene baphuma kwindawo yesibini ngo1995 ingaba mhlambe ucinga ukuba ukusingatha lo mdlalo kuza kubanceda njani?
Number 1 ngicabanga ukuthi i-country ne-country na i-hosta i-tournament lethide ayina excuse ukuthi ingabi nokuphumelela ngicabanga ukuthi iNingizimu Afrika iyothatha lokhu positive kakhulu kabi nokuthi badlalela Cape Town kuyobanikeza amandla ukuthi bangakhona ukuthi ba-surprise emacembu amaningi kakhulu yebo siyathi ukuthi kunemave lasetulu emhlabeni efakazi i-Australia, i-England, i-New Zealand njengama-defending champions kuyoba madima kakhulu kabi kepha iNingizimu Afrika kufanele ukuthi badlale umdlalo wabo lebawutayele ngicabanga ukuthi le high altitude yase Cape Town ingahle baside make bala ekhaya eNingizimu Afrika kepha as long as nema injuries bawa avoida ngicabanga ukuthi iNingizimu Afrika ingahamba libanga lelithe kunayinzebe emhlaba nakuma rankings nansi ngiyabuka sihleli kahle sikuyo lapha na i-top 5 si South Africa lokushona ukuthi lo mkhathi the gap lekhona kithi nalalo mavela ngetulu kithi ayisasinkulu kangako kancane bayivala bomake baseNingizimu Afrika siyabona ukuthi seyithuthukile i-netball la eNingizimu Afrika nekusekelwa kwalo licembu lesive ngilethinye into letenda ukuthi likhona ukudlala kahle.
Senzo S kuyaphawuleka into yokubana imeko zemozulu ezibandayo zihlome zahlasela siyeva into yokubana hey akubandi ingqele iqhaqhazelisa amazinyo ingakumbi kweli laseKapa lodumo ingaba oku kuya kuba nefuthe elibi kulomdlalo nakumalungiselelo njengokuba sijongile.
Ngicabanga ukuthi yebo lokubanza lokhona eCape Town kwanyalo angiboni ukuthi kungathatha liviki lonke mhlambe kuphinze futhi kuphathamise nema preparations ngoba lesinye isikhathi ukudla babe fortunate babe nenhlanhla lenkulu ukuthi bangakhona ukupractice bashaya ama indoor sessions so angicabanga ukuthi le weather ingaba nemthelela lomubi kumalungiselelo nakuyo iWorld Cup per se angiboni ukuthi kutoba nenkinga lenkulu bayikhethe bathi eCape Town ngokuthi vele simo sakhona setulu siye sinjinje kuye kube khona netcast la kubanza khona ngicabanga ukuthi lokuthi emacembu lamanye afike kusase early kusithi nesikhathi ba-acclimatize bajayele nesimo kuyoba sitha kakhulu kabi lokho kazi-ke iNingizimu Afrika ngibona ukuthi singakhathatheka ngoba ngama-conditions simo lesatiko sase-Cape Town ngicabanga ukuthi emacembu ayo adjusta kahle kakhulu kati wona lawa se-Australia, New Zealand iweather lebayitayele lapho.
Naku ke sinomqeqeshi uNoma Plama ungathi mhlambe ulungele lo msebenzi wokuba ngumqeqeshi?
Noma Plama ngilomnye obaqeqeshele ngimthandzako ngoba akaqali ke kusebenza nayo iNingizimu Afrika so nesikhathi leside nebadlali bamvisisa indlela yakhe yokusebenza uya-understanda futhi nemsebenzi wakhe lanikete wona iNetball South Africa le commitment lanayo kulo cembu lesive labo make ngilenye lengenda ngibe nalo lithemba lokuthi iNingizimu Afrika iyawukhoza i-upset kunayo iWorld Cup kunango omnyaka kanti-ke Noma Plama ne-experience lanayo ngicabanga ukuthi ngilenye 13 likaba ace lakhe lelimsebenzi lako ngesikhathi sayo iWorld Cup ngimbona nje angumqeqeshi lomuhle la kufanele futhi ukuthi ahole yona iSouth Africa nathi sibe behind her simsakele ngako konke sibasekele nje bonke bomake overall ngoba basidinga ukuthi sibasekele ngaso sonke isikhathi ngicabanga ukuthi Noma Plama kulesikhundla la kuso ongilofanele kwethu kuphela we must rally behind the team siba support sibe nelithemba ukuthi kukhona lokuhlela singabuya nako siSouth Africa.
Senzo sinqunqele goqweni ngoku ingaba ucinga bamhlawumbe iProteas iziva njani kungoku nje bangavuka ngomso baqala umdlalo wabo oqala?
They are highly motivated bathwele ukuthemba lokhulu kakhulu kabi ngoba ngibalandzela wonke ama sessions abo nabatlolonga lokushaya nje ingoma lokuhlala bacula ngaso sonke isikhathi uyabona ukuthi ba motivated lokudlala nje ekhaya kuma conditions labawatayele kuba nje sekhaya ngicabanga ukuthi ngiletinye tetinto letibenda bathwale leligcapho lebanalo ukuthi siyo represent iNingizimu Afrika ngalokhulu ukuthemba ngicabanga ukuthi noma ngabavusa kusasa lo lokusaka ukuthi game number 1 bakulungele bomake bala ekhaya eNingizimu Afrika labahola laphana ngimbita njengelisotsha laphana Msomi ngilomnye obadlalela abahle ngendlela lemangalisako lo lethe libumbano lo lethe nokugukutela nje badlali labasesebasha siyabona ukuthi baningi kakhulu abantwana labatimisele ukudlala yona iNetball kanti-ke iSouth Africa ngibona ngathi i-highly motivated itimisele kakhulu ukuthi ingadlala noma ngabe kunini noma ngabe kusikhathini umdlalo wabo wokuqala.
Siyaqonda into yokubana uMzantsi Afrika wonke uphela uchulumancile nongawona nje sibona into yokubana ingqela zikhona ziyaqhaqhazelisa kodwa asikwazi ukuyibeka into yokubana ikhona nalonjabulo yokuba we are well represented as a country. Ucinga ukuba kufuneke senze ntoni okanye uMzantsi Afrika uphela angenza ntoni ukuze ube kanti iyaphumelelwa le tumente?
Lekufanele sikwende sekufanele ukuthi vele njalo ngema Fridays siyakhumbula ngalesa sikhathi hosta yona i2010 FIFA World Cup sakwenda kwabalisiko ukuthi njalo ngabe lesihlanu siletha leyo vibe la emakasi emalokishini emadolobheni sigcoke letho dikipa tayo iWorld Cup noma ngaba sinjani kepha lesishoko ukuthi sisekela wona ema-Proteas 2023 Net World Cup ngicabanga ukuthi nasingena leso spirit leso silethe lawo ma Fridays ayo netball kuningi kakhulu esikakachiva seningizimu Afrika ingani ngoba vele isikhathi sona sesonzele ngicabanga ukuthi kubumbana nokuletha nje leyo njabulo nale excitement le create leyo hype leyo usita lona iqembu lesive lawo ma t-shirt sifanele ukuthi sibiyele kuleya culture yethu ya 2010 FIFA World Cup sisho njalo sithi i-netball World Cup ibuyile ikhona sigcoke lawo ma t-shirt every Friday create leyo hype ngicabanga ukuthi lokho kuyoboosta kakhulu i-confidence kuTethemba kulo iqembu labo bomake lema Proteas.
Days mazifane nezinye kube khona la vibe kuba ndiyayithanda nalento oyitsho into yokubana sayenza lento ngaphambili phana kwi-World Cup ngonyaka ka-2020 ka-2010 xebe into ethi ke nangoku sisengawuqopha lo mlando. Ungathi mhlawumbe how far are we willing to go xa sijonge mhlawumbe into yokhuphiswano i-competitions?
Ngicabanga ukuthi siningizimu Afrika sekuningi kakhulu esikufunzile ngicabanga ukuthi ema-development structures wethu ngiwo kanye la sithatha sibeka la sikhona khona kufanele ukuthi sichubekele khona la singasabuke emuva i-netball nayo iyafika yebo labaningi bangayithatha as a minority sport but kufanele ukuthi sichubeke sive sibafundzisa abantu ukuthi hey phela i-netball nayidlalwa ilasta igame leyodwa ilasta 60 minutes ihlukaniswe ngemakota lamane ikota leyodwa ina 15 minutes lokana lokwa so that sihambe nabo bonke bathanzi bethu betemidlalo singabasheli ngaphandle njengoba sathi ukuthi labanye mhlambe lolwathi layo i-netball abasinalo kahle sibafundzisa along the way but leyo excitement sibe sinayo ngicabanga ukuthi kuningi kakhulu esingakwenza eseningizimu Afrika siyesabona nangemgcibelo iqembu lesive lawo lapha emabhokobhoko ademolisha kabuhlungu lapha neAustralia ku rugby championship umdlalo wabo oqala ngembe ukuthi siyobona neNew Zealand kule weekend uyabona ukuthi le vibe le positive vibe ikhona when it comes to my national teams wethu ngicabanga ukuthi singasasa leyo vibe leyo lesibonile loftas ePretoria on Saturday ngicabanga ukuthi singayithatha sitransfer ngala kulo qembu lesive labo bomake sisi nithi imbokodo siyanisekela ma-Proteas sihamba nani all the way kuyo i-Rugby World Cup embeleni i-Netball World Cup asikethi to add ama numbers eningizimu Afrika sifuna ukukhonka njengoba singema host akufuna kuphela si-add ama numbers i-New Zealand kufanele ukuthi na kanjani nayithi yo defender babe bathi ukuthi iningizimu Afrika ikhona it's here to stay and we are here to win it.
Sithi umandla kubo nathi Ekhaya Jikelele senzo esma sibambe ngazo zozibini sibulele ngexesha lakho.
Bonga mina isikhathi senu.
Lo ke mbukeli besincokola naye nguye uSenzo S osuka kwisikhululo sikanomathotholo salapha ekhaya iligwalagwala FM. Siqhubelana isikhwebu ke naye ke namalungiselelo eqela loMzantsi Afrika lebhola yomnyazi ezakusingathwa itumente kungantsuku zatywala eKapa eNtshona Koloni. Ngoku ke masithi qhwi evenkileni ungayindawo.
Siphinde sikubingelele sikwamukele mbukeli lapha ekhaya Jikelele sibuke ngefuthi ukuthi usahleli nathi sesibheke emaphethelweni ehora lesibili kulolu hlelo. Miningi iminxa eyimfakela noma iminxa eyimfakela yenza ukuthi umdlalo wase stage noma weshashalazi ufike ezingeni lapho ukholeka khona njengesigameko esake senzeka. Kunohlobo lwabantu olenza ke umsebenzi uqinisekisa ukuthi uma umdlalo usekhishini nawe mbukeli uyibona usekhishini ngempela kushode khona ukuthi uhogele izithako zokudla kwenze kokufanayo futhi noma usendaweni yophuzo kuvele kube ngathi ke hayi usubona kwamama uyangichaza ke wangakini namhlanje ke lapha e-studio simeme uMelita Muthupi osebenza njenge set designer emidlalweni ke yeshashalazi. Melita siyakwamukela sisi ekhaya jikelele. Sibonga kakhulu ukuthi sibe naye namhlanje. Yey Melita thina sakhula sidlala imizi. Yabona ke nje ngithe mangibuka umsebenzi wakho as a set designer ngabona ngathi hayi man uyazi nami ngangiyi set designer ngisana 4 years old. Ngoba phela imizi lesa siyidlala nganginama tin sebenze wona ezamabhodwe sithathe in so ungathi wena yini into ebalekile ngokwenza umsebenzi wakho?
I think first and foremost you have to be quite organized and understand the vision and the creative vision of the director. So for me it's mostly just being organized, understanding what does the director want and trying to simulate that onto stage.
So director mighty ngifuna ikhishel neketela ne microwave ne fridge nani lezo zinto lezo ithathwapi like ngihlezi ngiyibuza
ukuthi zithathwapi. Basically there's places where you can get, so when I was at Wits I studied at Wits and there's a place where you go to like hire out izinto zamagedlela imibhede nani, so you hire them out mostly. Sometimes you actually have to create them, so if there's things that need to be created you have to be creative and make them yourself, but usually you just hire them out.
So ukudla khona ke hayi uyabona mhlanje ngibuzela ababukeli imibuzo ngibuzela nje ababukeli ukuthi ukudla mangabe sibona lapha behlezi ama actors nama actresses sebehlezi lapha bedla ibreakfast ekseni hey ngihlezi ngibona itafula la khona ngithi ama fruits inyama isinkwa yini ubone basuke bekudla ngempela noma nje ngokuhlobisa nje usikuhlalo.
So some of it is real to just like engage with the set. So like, well, if they have like alcohol, it's not real alcohol, but there's like you make it seem like it's real alcohol. Some of it is not real. Some of it is just for background use. But most of it is real, depending on also the set you're working with. So for stage and theater, it's usually not real. It's just to simulate it, but for TV, it is mostly real.
Ngoba TV ngiyabona ukuthi kumele kube real ngoba mhlambe makusathiwa rehearsal besenza i-rehearsal abadli ngempela kodwa mase kuthiwa action hayi iqanda seliyangena emlonyeni shithi vele ufuna ukwenza isiqiniseko sokuthi awusuthi kakhulu otherwise
actually spit it out so you would rehearse and then spit it out and then
hayi cha niyasebenza weMelisa manje ungitshela kuma usebenza oba nosebenza nabo kakhulu ethimbini leni ukuze umsebenzi uzoqhubeka oba nosebenzisana naye like one on one kakhulu?
The director. You try to understand ukuthi ekhanda lakhe kahle kahle kwenzakalani and you try to see lento ayibonayo uyibeke stage noma uyibeke on a TV set to see ukuthi kahle lento ayizwayo or lento ayibonayo yena uyakwazi yini ukuyiphinda. But yeah, mostly it's the director and then the production team as well, because it's not a one-man show. As a set designer, I work with other people as well. There's sound, there's lighting, there's costumes, so I sort of have to collaborate with a couple of people as well.
So manje kulomkhakha kokuwo kuvame kakhulu ukuthi kuqhakambiswe abalingisi abantu esijwayele ubabona bekwi forefront nje abalingisi no director njengoba usho nawe ucabanga ukuthi mhlawumbe umkhakha lo wezobucika uqhakambisa ngokwanele umsebenzi lo owenzayo wena noma mhlawumbe owenziwa abantu abangale kwecamera?
I think it is important to sort of understand ukuthi nami lo msebenzi ongiwenzayo is equally important to the production and to whatever has to happen. So like I wouldn't say my job is any less important or anyone else's job is less important. As a collaborative team, to make it work and come together like perfectly, we sort of have to collaborate.
So imuphi umdlalo ngathi hey yabona ke lo mdlalo lo kunzima ukuthi ke ngibe set designer lapha sikhanda izinto zakhona?
I think for me I would say it's a play or a production that has different timelines. So that doesn't have a linear sort of timeline where it's beginning, middle, and end. Where sometimes it starts from the past, and then you have to go to the beginning, and then you go to the middle. To sort of try and bring that visually together can be quite challenging and difficult, only because there's so much that has to happen. Movie set, and also I'd say period pieces, because there's extensive research that needs to be done. You can't sort of put up a play yaga World War I research because there's some things that are going to look out of place and someone is going to spot that and it's just not going to sit well with a viewer.
Manje kulomkhakha wakho ke Melita ithini ratio lapha abantu besifazana bakhona abaningi or mhlawumbe kukhona abantu besilisa kakhulu or?
I would say it's more women than the male.
Okay.
Because I think I don't know, I would say the directors are mainly male, and then the creative sort of roles are taken up by women. So it's mostly women than male.
So uma ngabe ke kukhona nasekhaya officer ukwenza lo msebenzi lo oseba interested mayeseza usukhuluma uthi kanti khona kunye kuthiwa ama set dresser kuyafundwa kufundelwa kuphi nanokuthatha isikhathi esiganganani nanokuthi imapha ama challenges omsebenzi umuntu that can look out for or ubumnandi bawo pros and cons.
So me, I studied through Wits. I started as a performer. I studied theatre and performance studies. And you only get to choose in third year. So you either want to direct, you become a set designer, or you focus on performance, or you want to dance. So you choose that in third and fourth year, and that's what you focus in third and fourth year. So ifundela. And I think it's quite important to do your own research, and really if it's something you're passionate about and it's something you really want to pursue, then you do extensive research. Because I studied it through, it was one of my majors. It took me, I'd say, 2 years to complete it, because I only started focusing on it on the last 2 years of my 4-year degree. Yes, for 4 years, because you sort of have to start from the beginning into understand the process from being a performer, being a stagehand, being a director, so you have to understand the whole production, and then you can sort of.
So is it number ama challenges ongathi ubhekana na kulo msebenzi wakho?
I think it's mainly time, because certain productions take certain time, and with theatre, things tend to change very quickly. It's not like TV where things are quite set to stone. If you know, would see 7:30 siyaqala. With theatre, things can be iskati as hambi ngokufana.
Yes.
And then udliwe iskati. Normal, sometimes you get really a short notice. We're putting up a show in a week. You need to be ready within that week. Exactly.
Ngiyabona laphana escreenini njengamanje masibuka ngibuka kulesa screen esileke kodwa mina ekhoneni ngiyayibona izinto ezibekiwe laphayana okunye amabhokisi cha niyasebenza belisa shothi or uhlelela iplay ngeplay kuthi okay kule play kuzodingeka lokho nalokho hosofa ba u3 bese uhlanganisa yonke into mhlambe before iplay iqale bese ke mase qala iplay selokhu nibeka nje lokho okufunekayo.
No, so because you have a script, you sort of know what things are needed at what time. But sometimes because sometimes directors change their minds, you always have to be on standby. And if akasayifuna, normal I say actually, I want it back. So you always have to be on standby, and just be willing to adapt and change quickly. Last minute and then you quickly either have to make it or you have to make a plan ukuthi if yakanjani kodwa message uyayifuna.
Hayi cha ngiyabona ukuthi o director kuyonke indawo whether theatre noma isendabeni noma kwa TV hayi o director shothi wama boss impela yiba abashaya u4 ukuthi akwenzakaleni manje. Okay Melissa, where to from here, next 5 years or from le career yakho ufuna ukuyibona ukuphi?
I think I want to start focusing on my performance side of things, because I also studied performance.
Nice.
But I'd love to also expand sort of more than theatre and maybe go into television, understand how sets work on television. And just expand my craft.
Akubike yabona mase siqedela interview uphume phase show straight uzodlula uzobona ama set amaningi le ngako generations ama set nako mubango nandani uzothola inspiration kwazi bani mhlawumbe ngahlangana nomuntu vele uthi hi I'm Melissa and I'm a set designer. Sibonga kakhulu ke sisi yabo sibonga kakhulu ke sisi ngokuthi sivakashele namhlanje sikufisela konke okumhlophe. Ayike mbukeli lowo bekumeli Thamuthupi ebesixoxisana naye uyiset designer laphana ke emidlalweni ke yeshashalazi. Njengamanje ke sibonga kakhulu kuyena ake sithi nje ke qunga seyitolo sizobuya emva komzuzwana.
Enkosi ngokuhlala nathi nisibukele apha ekhaya jikelele. Iqumrhu losasazo loMzantsi Afrika iSABC kuvakala ukuba likwimeko yonxunguphalo lwezezimali. Ngokwengxoxo zangempelaveki umphathiswa weSABC uYolande van Biljon uthi eyona meko imbi kakhulu kukubona iSABC ifumana ishwangusha elifanayo neleposi yoMzantsi Afrika ebhangisiweyo ngoku okwethutyana, i-SABC inganyanzeleka ukuba ifake isicelo sokuhlangula ishishini njengoko iza kubhengeza ilahleko engaphaya kwebhiliyoni enye yeerandi kunyaka-mali ophele kweyoKwindla ka-2023. I-SABC kubikwa ukuba enye imicelimngeni yayo yezezimali ibangelwa ngucimicimi wombane. Inkqubo yalapha ekhaya idlana indlebe nomongameli weBemawu uHannes Du Boisen ngale ntseni.
The SABC is not in that situation. And what we're looking for here is we are looking for people with broadcasting experience. Now, we are fortunate that we have quite a lot of them that's currently sitting on the board, but in management, we do not really, and I'm talking about top management, we do not have that luxury at this point in time. And I think there should be better oversight from the side of Parliament to the board to senior management, top management, and there should be accountability. These things should be monitored. If in November 2022, this has been brought to the attention of the Portfolio Committee, then there should have been action taken, not when a newspaper now reports this in the media and say the SABC might follow the same route as the post office and being placed in provisional liquidation. There should have been plans in place for the SABC to be executed that should have been put in place by the previous board, and that would have covered the period of a new board. As a board, you don't approve plans that is only 5 years for the term that you're there. But surely, and you know, the president has offered some under oath in the court case that has been taken to the against the president. He has offered some explanation as to the confusion that has been created by nominating more people than that was supposed to be on the board, and he sent it back for legal opinion, and they send it back to him again. So, but surely, I think that also contributed. I think the current board is now playing catch up. They have to deal with that period of 6 months when there was no accounting authority that has been appointed. They have to deal with all of those issues that needs to be taken care of, needs approval from board and so on. So most definitely that would have. But then there's another 4 years and 6 months that there was a board that was for 5 years a board in place, but you know, it is only for 6 months now that we don't have a board.
Iphondo laseMpuma Koloni lijamelene nomngeni wokugqithisa inkonzo zamanzi nogutyulo kubemi balo ngenxa yolondolozo olurhuqa phantsi nokutshatyalaliswa kweziseko zophuhliso ezingundoqo zamanzi. Ukusilela kamasipala uchitha imali kumaphulo okugqithiswa kwamanzi kuyayiqatselisa le meko. Isebe lobambiswano lorhulumente lwaseMpuma Koloni libambe igqiza lephondo ukuza nezicwangciso zokuqophozela ngaphaya kweengxaki zamanzi nokutyulo.
Ukufumana amanzi acocekileyo lilungelo eliqulathwe kumgaqo-siseko. Kodwa ukuziswa kweenkonzo zamanzi kumngeni koomasipala abaninzi kweli phondo. Abemi beli phondo bathi ukungalungiswa kweziseko zamanzi kunegalelo kwingxaki yokushokoceka kwamanzi.
Amanzi esiwaselayo awasiphathi kakuhle, ngoba nawo kaloku ayachaphazeleka ngoba le ndlu ilapha ekugqibeleni, and then ngenjembe lapha ekugqibeleni yonke lesuwa ifikele lapha eyadini kuthi.
Ukanti abasemagunyeni bathi ukuxokomezelelwa kweetephu zamanzi ngokungekho mthethweni kongeza kwiingxaki zokushokoceka kwamanzi.
Umthamo ezazenzelwe wona ungaphantsi ngokunalo usetyenziswayo.
Isebe lijongene nolawulo loomasipala lithi ikhona inkxaso eza kuncedisana noomasipala abasokolayo ukusebenzisa imali ebekelwe iinkonzo zamanzi.
Thina singukhokta i-Department of Water Affairs kunye nomisa siyasebenzisana noomasipala ukuplana into yobana mabayikhawulezise into yokuqesha ii-companies zikwazi uba sesayitini ngoJulayi.
Ukanti abantu bayabongozwa ukuba bawalondoloze amanzi babike neendawo ezivuzayo kananjalo. Ndingulubabalo Tata kwiindaba ze-SABC eMpuma Koloni.
Amanye amaqembu ezombusazwe asecele uhulumeni ukuthi akuphelise ukumbiwa okungekho emthethweni ezimayini engasetshenziswa. Lokho kulandela ukuthi kuvuze isigubhu segesi ebesetshenziswa ozamazama eBoksburg kwadlula ke nemphefumulo futhi kwashiya abaningi belimele.
Esisiganeko sibangele ukuba amanye amaqela ezopolitiko amemelele ukutyalwa kwamajoni ukulwa izenzo zokwembiwa kwemigodi ngokungekho mthethweni.
These zamazamas are a law unto themselves. Communities are traumatized. The disaster of a gas leak in Boksburg, where 17 people lost their lives, could have been avoided if the government has listened to us when we were calling upon government to deploy the South African National Defence Force to assist the police in rooting out this illegal mining.
Amanye amaqela amemelela ukuqiniswa kwemithetho elawula ukusetyenziswa kwerhasi.
Parliament also needs to exercise far greater oversight over why so little is being done to stop illegal mining in our country.
Amanye athi ungenelelo lokulwa ukwembiwa kwemigodi ngokungekho mthethweni makukhawuleziswe.
We need a comprehensive strategy that will be able to deal holistically with all the challenges of illegal mining.
Uluzipho uthi ukwembiwa kwemigodi ngokungekho mthethweni kugrogrisa ukhuseleko kweli lizwe njengoko iziganeko zolwaphulo mthetho ezayanyaniswa nako zinobuzaza. Dingilula Mamatya wendaba ze-SABC eParlament eKapa.
Hey imbi le ndaba yegesi evuzile yashonisa abantu laphana ayi udaba olubuhlungu kakhulu leyana engathi ngempela kungaba khona okwenziwayo ukuze iqedwe lenkinga yabantu abamba ngokungemthetho ngoba ziningi inkinga ivela laphana abaningi futhi abalahlekelwa impilo yabo.
Kuba ungazi ke nokuba mhlamba abantu funeke befudisiwe kwezindawo ezinemine ezingekho semthethweni noba funeke kwenzeke ntoni kube gcineni ke zimpilo zabantu engathi into bazisemnciphekweni.
Hayi sengciphekweni ngempela ke sana but ke on a lighter note namhlanje uthi
What day is it? Picnic day andazi ingqele nje bayiqhaqhazelisa uba uzawubantu utyiswa eza strawberry ngabe ingqele ithini.
Hayi sana kusho ukuthi ayaqondana ngeSouth Africa njengamanje nje la kubanda khona ngeke sicelebrate le picnic day ngoba sikwazi ukuyenza so linda kuze kubuye ilanga
kodwa iyaxhomekeka nokubuhleli nabani because bakhona abantu xa uhleli nabo uve imfudumalo
or uzabamba le picnic ungenza na kwi living room yakho kalo ubeke lapha ama cushion ngana
it doesn't mean
awunyazeleka ukuthi uzube separk yeah I guess mso uma ufika endlini uzoshayelwa set up
living room umbuzo unayo na
living room
unayo na living room
ake ubukeli okwamanje nje sisiqu 8 olosithole nje ikhefe elincane mangabe sibuya sobe sesibuya sesingene ehoreni lethu lokugcina sikuphathele ihamba phambili.